Half of all crypto investors have experienced notable losses. Half. That is not a bear market statistic. That is a survey of real people. Real money gone. But here is what is interesting. The biggest banks in America just changed their tune on crypto. Bank of America, JPMorgan, Morgan Stanley, Fidelity, even Vanguard, all saying the same thing. Get some exposure. So how do you survive when the next crash comes? Welcome to Wall Street Lens. Let me give you some context. For years, financial advisors refused to touch crypto. Too volatile, too speculative, too risky. But something changed, and it happened fast. What changed? 3 things. First, the political climate shifted. David Sachs became the crypto czar. Trump went from skeptic to supporter. The regulatory mood turned friendly. Second, Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs got approved. 18 months ago, this legitimized crypto for mainstream investors. Third, the long-term returns are undeniable. Let me show you the math. In 2016, Bitcoin traded in the hundreds of dollars. In October this year, it reached the hundreds of thousands. That is life-changing wealth creation for those who held on. But here is the catch. Between those 2 points, there were 3 brutal crashes. Let me walk you through the Bitcoin winters. December 2013 to January 2015. Bitcoin lost 75%. 2018 crash. Bitcoin lost 83%. November 2021 to November 2022. Bitcoin lost 73%. 3 crashes, all over 70%. This is not normal market volatility. This is extreme. Now think about what that feels like. You invest $100,000. It drops to $25,000. 75% gone. Most people panic. Most people sell. Most people lock in their losses. And then watch the recovery happen without them. This is the key insight. The people who made generational wealth in crypto did one thing differently. They held on. Through the 75% drops, through the 83% crashes, through the fear, through the doubt, they did not sell. Now the big institutions are getting involved. Bank of America just announced. Starting January, Merrill and private bank clients will be encouraged to take exposure, up to 4% of their portfolio. In crypto, this is Bank of America, one of the largest banks in the world, recommending crypto that was unthinkable 5 years ago. But here is what the banks are also saying. Keep it small, 2 to 4% maximum. Why? Because they know what we just discussed. Crypto can drop 70% or more. If crypto is 2% of your portfolio, a 70% crash means your total portfolio drops 1.4%. Painful, but survivable. If crypto is 50% of your portfolio, a 70% crash means you lose 35% of everything. That is devastating. Morningstar's portfolio strategist Amy Arnott put it simply. The key word for crypto investing is speculative. You should definitely be willing to live with huge performance swings and be willing to hold on. Even if you see a decline of 50% or more, that is the price of admission. Here is another important point. Morningstar does not issue price targets for crypto. Why? Because there is no intrinsic value to measure. With stocks, you can look at earnings, cash flow, assets. With crypto, there is no fundamental floor. No one can tell you what Bitcoin should be worth. Some crypto traders use technical analysis, price thresholds, support levels, moving averages. But that is trading, not investing. For long-term investors, the strategy is simpler. Decide how much you can afford to lose. Invest that amount. And hold on through the chaos. Let me give you my framework for surviving a crypto meltdown. Rule 1. Position size matters more than entry price. Keep crypto to 2 to 4% of your portfolio. Rule 2. Only invest money you can afford to lose completely, not 50%, completely. Rule 3. When the crash comes, and it will come, do nothing. Selling during a crash is the #1 wealth destroyer. Rule 4. Diversify within crypto. Bitcoin is the safest. It has the longest track record, the most institutional adoption, the strongest network effects. Other cryptocurrencies are even riskier. Morningstar specifically warns about this. Rule 5. Have a time horizon of at least 5 years, preferably 10. Crypto is not for short-term gains. It is for long-term bets on a new asset class. One more thing. The $100,000 level is psychological. When Bitcoin dropped below it recently, people got nervous. But there is nothing magical about round numbers. They just feel important. Do not let psychology drive your decisions. Have a plan. Stick to the plan. Ignore the noise. The next crypto crash is not a matter of if. It is a matter of when. History tells us that. But history also tells us something else. Those who held on through the pain were rewarded on the other side. The question is, can you handle it? You found this helpful? Subscribe for more market clarity. Wall Street Lens. See the market clearly. See you in the next one.